All right. In this video, I'm going to show you what's called hierarchies or hierarchies or hierarchies. I don't know how to pronounce it. Hierarchies, okay? And the first thing we're going to do is actually save this. So let's go save, just so we don't lose it. All right, so let's just go and put it into, where's my folder? Course, documents, course, and let's call this Tableau Workbook 2. Okay, go ahead and save that. So very important, always save your work. And we're going to do a few things. We're actually going to get rid of this filter. We actually don't need that filter. All right. Oh, it's preparing the data set. All right. And we're going to go edit. We're going to remove this. And I'm going to remove this because I want the full data set. Right. There we go. We got the headings in there. We got the data types. We got everything set. Let's do it. We are going to use hierarchies. And I'll show you what hierarchies are. The most common one you'll see is with dates. So you see here how I've got this date format. If I double click this, the highest hierarchy level for a date is year. The next level is quarter, then month, then week, then day, then hour, minute, second, and I think that's the lowest, right? And I'm going to bring in some sort of value. So let's just bring in sales, nice easy one. So I'm going to have this graphic here. I'm just going to make it a bar chart, which you should be able to do by now, right? So I've got a bar chart, and I want to use the hierarchy to split this data up. So a hierarchy is, you can tell if something's got a hierarchy because it's got this little plus symbol. Dates automatically have them, and I'll show you how to build your own custom ones. So if I click plus, see how it's actually split it by quarter, right? I'm going to add the labels in. I'm just going to click this button right here, right? And let's reverse that. So I can actually go backwards and press the minus. So if this one's 477,000, this sums up to about 477,000, right? And I can go again. So if I go plus, right, it's split it now by month. I can go again, plus, it's now split it up by the day of that month. So you got year, quarter, month, day. I can go, oh, and that's the end of it. So if you have a time format, right, when you press plus again, you'll have hour and then onwards you go. And I can reduce these all the way back to just year. Okay, so that is a date hierarchy. I can also do things like this. If I go plus, I've got quarter in there, but maybe I don't want quarter. I can get rid of that, all right? Like so. So now I just have year and month. But I can also reverse them. Just because they're in a hierarchy doesn't mean I have to do it like that. Because let's say I want to compare every January against every other January, because I want to see if our sales are based on seasons. So I can actually reverse these two, right? So now I can see January and then all the years. So a different way of looking at your data, right? So that's what you can do. You can do this with other things as well. Let's say I want to look at category, subcategory, and segment. Okay, so let's do a brand new one. I can actually clear everything I've got on the dashboard by just clicking this button right here, and that just clears your sheet. Go ahead and click that. So now we've got a fresh one, and I'm going to bring these in. So let's bring category in. So I'm just going to double click, and let's bring subcategory, and then let's bring in segment. I just want to have a quick check, right? So come in here, and you have that grouping as well. Maybe we'll reverse this actually. Maybe not. Let's maybe make it segment category. Maybe that's better. So we have consumer, category, and then subcategory. And we'll put some sort of sales in here. So let's drop that in there. So now we have sales, right? And I want to be able to expand and, what's the opposite of expand? Retract, right? As I need to, because this is actually additional functionality you can have once you start publishing your dashboards. But right now there's no pluses, okay? So here's how I create my hierarchy. I can select the first one, okay? I can select the second one by holding Control on my keyboard. Select the third one, right? So I've got all three selected now. Maybe I'll do that so you can see it, right? And if I right click on any one of them, I can go hierarchy, create. All right, I'll just leave it as that name. And there we go. So now I've got a hierarchy. And if you look over here, we've now got these little minus symbols, right? And this one's the last one. So I can go minus, right? I can go plus, right? Or I can go minus, like so. I can also change these orders. But if I change this way, the hierarchy doesn't work the same, right? So if I want it to be part of the design, I can actually reorganize these ones. So let's say I want segment to be first. I can just drag it and put it on top like that, right? Or I can put subcategory there. So if I get rid of, for example, category and get rid of subcategory, the hierarchy still remains because segment is the first one. So I can click that plus. So if I click that plus, it expands. And if I click that again, it expands again, right? So a neat little feature. And you can actually control this on the dashboard itself. So if I hover here, right, just about here, right, you can see this little minus. I can press that and like that. And the reason this is so useful is when you have dashboards and you publish them, not everyone wants to see the same level of detail, right? The highest manager is probably just interested at this level. Who's like, I just want to know between consumer, corporate, and home office how much we're spending. Okay, because then he's like, home office, we're not making that much, and he'll tell his next manager beneath him or his subordinate, like, can you look into that? That person may want to look deeper, so then they can have the functionality to do so. So now they're looking at this part, home office, and let's just sort that highest to lowest. I'm going to use this one, right? Highest to lowest. And we're going to go, whoa, we're not really selling very much on these things. I wonder why. Then this person will send it to their subordinate, and they can expand that further. So now that subordinate's going, well, look, it's actually a mixture of furniture and office supplies, right? So a single dashboard can provide multiple solutions. Hierarchies is a great way of doing that, okay? I'm going to show you another way to create the hierarchy, all right? So let's just close these up, right? And I'm going to get rid of this. And I want to delete this hierarchy. So the way I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and go remove. Okay, so we're back to where we started. Another way of creating hierarchy is if I just grab subcategory and drop it right on top. That creates a hierarchy. And I can add and remove from this hierarchy simply by dragging and dropping. That's it. I can create as many as I want. Okay, so it's all about what kind of behavior do you want from your dashboard, from your visualization, right? And it's really easy to do so with hierarchies. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.